Haven't I too? Haven't I? This video is a video where I want to briefly hone in on the idea of language and the importance of language. Pretty much elaborating on a topic that I've spoken about on a number of occasions. And I'm gonna make the point very plain and simple so we're flying, and I need to attack this topic before the rain starts. In a nutshell, I'm going to speak about language now as it pertains to so-called African diaspora, meaning persons such as myself who come out of Jamaica or America or Europe or Canada or all of the Western places, yet have their ancestry from the land that the modern world calls Africa. Black people in the Western world, we don't even have a language. And the reason why I want to speak on this, because it's obvious, yeah, we know we were stripped of our language, stripped of our culture, stripped of our belief systems. Yet the language, I have to hone in on language, because the language is the biggest part of why we are the most divided type of so-called black person. For example, neo-colonialism penetrated Africa no different than how we experienced colonialism, in the sense that the native or the Africans that never left our native land, they actually were subject to the challenges of neo-colonialism, meaning they lost their belief system, they took on foreign belief systems, they took on foreign cultures and way of life and ideologies and capitalism, economic ideas. Even though they faced neo-colonialism just like us, the Africans that didn't leave the continent, they kept their language. In fact, even created a multitude of other languages. There's always new languages coming. So people look at Nikosi Baba because I created a language from the most ancient language on earth. We speak the most ancient language, the Khoisan Click language family. That's what Sigo is. Sigo Bamalaka is a Click language that gets its inception from the Khoisan languages, the family of languages known as the Khoisan language, Click languages. Now, hold on one second. Okay, so as black persons, so-called black persons in the Western world, in America, Europe, and what have you, we don't have any of our previous tribal languages. When I say tribal, I'm not going into the promotion of tribalism and all of this division-based thinking. I'm talking about having a simple form of communication which empowers you, whereby an outside force does not know what you're saying. Communication is one of the first aspects to a culture. But the Western world will tell you, oh, stay away from Nikosi, he's a cult. Seagold is a cult. No, we are a tribe. We're a clan. We're a culture. Oh, I guess that's what they're calling a cult. A culture, right? The culture vultures will call anybody a cult that thinks outside of their box and their limitations. We are beyond their little ideas of Babylon cults. They talk about, oh, if he's a charismatic leader and he has a new way of thinking. I don't have a new way of thinking. This is ancient. I represent the ancient first man. I am Adam. Atum Re. Whatever culture you come out of or that you believe in. I represent the original Ayman being. Don't get caught in the illusions of the illusion of the matrix. It's to tricks. It plays tricks on your mind. That's why it's matrix. So yeah, man, language is vital to a culture. So we were stripped of everything, just like the Africans that were here left on the continent. Yet we were even stripped of our language. When you come to Africa, any country you go to, east, west, south, north, wherever, everybody has a language. Why don't we have a language? We have English, French. Look at how I'm even speaking to you now. I have to use English. Even if I can speak my Jamaican patois, mainly the Jamaicans will get what I'm saying, but even still, sometimes the regular English speakers can pick up on what I'm saying, because Jamaican patois is a watered down English, Romanized, Britishized, slightly African based language, but it's English. It's watered down with English. So patois, we can't even say that that's our ancient roots. It just shows that we have a connection to something further. You sight what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we need language. That's why I had to think outside of the box. I had to stand up and do something different, not for myself or for my egotism. This is not egotistical. This is for myself and my tribe, my family, my clan, my group, my empire. You sight what I'm saying? Your seagull order at the end of the day and at the start of the morning, the start of the rising. We represent the root of life, straight from the source of life. So yeah, man, language is key. It's called language for a reason. You engage the land. Land gauge. Language. Land gauge. We need language. Then when we have language, we'll have a stool, or how do I say? We'll have a stepping stool to stand on to overcome the effects of neocolonialism. There's no way you can get out of neocolonialism if you don't have a language and you still speak in the language of the colonizer. There's no way. The Africans that stayed on the continent have a better chance of overcoming what was done to I and I than the ones in the West. Because in the West, we were suffering neocolonialism as well, though also stripped of even a way of speaking. That means the colonizer knows everything we're saying. They know every move we're making. They know everything. Business and money is not going to get you outside of the effects of what slavery and the transatlantic slave trade and colonialism. We need more than that. Seagull order. I go on my side. Bye.